Young Pinch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Album time for you, man.
It is. Back to the beach. Here we go.
Welcome back, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it feels good to be here.
So, your hometown, Los Angeles, I mean, HP to be exact, out in Huntington Beach.
Yes, sir. Huntington Beach, Orange County, forever. 7-1 forever. One time while we start.
Everybody is in the city is excited about the album. It's a long time coming, man. I know you're excited about this album.
It's been a very, very long time coming, so I'm excited for everyone to be able to hear it.
So this is your first official album release?
Pretty much, yeah. Since my debut of 7-1 Forever, which was 3 years ago, so it's been a long time.
And I think that's around the time that we met, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's been about 3 years.
Yep.
And so what can we expect from this album, man? Did you get with the homies and handpick these producers? Did you write the whole album? I want to know everything about this album. First of all, what's the name of it?
Back to the Beach.
Back to the Beach.
Yeah, basically my boy Cisco Adler executive produced it. We recorded most of everything out in Malibu, and it was just a long recording process. So we just got in with a bunch of people, and then a lot of the stuff that just really stuck and just felt like it should be a part of this project was what we kind of chose to run with. There were so many records to choose from. It was really hard, but the vibe of it is a little bit different than some of the stuff before. It's a little more guitar and live instruments in it, and some of the songs are I have an acoustic song on there, just a little bit of stuff that's out of the box. So I'm really excited for people to be able to hear it and just see that all the different lanes that I could take my talent into, some of the more pop punkier stuff on the album. I have a song with Good Charlotte on the album, which is the childhood me is ecstatic about that. The Wiz Khalifa song that we released, that was a dream come true for me, growing up in Orange County. It's Chuck Taylor's camo cargo shorts, that was what everyone wore for so long. So just coming full circle with this album, going back to the beach and everything, that to me was just for perfect fits. You know what I'm saying? Some of the my favorite records on the album, just because it does circle back to me as a kid. You know what I mean? Dreams of people I had working with.
You always have a good energy anytime we've sat down and had discussions. So I know the vibe on this album is going to be something interesting and something fresh for me. Why Malibu? Why did you?
Cause I stay out and I have a house in Woodland Hills now as well. So that was the closest studio with the beach view, man, that I could just get those vibes from. And my boy Cisco Adler is a really close friend and mentor to me now. So it kind of all just made sense, really.
Ain't nothing wrong with a beach view in Malibu recording the album.
Absolutely not. It's my favorite studio vibes for sure is Malibu.
So unplugged vibe is what I'm getting from you here. You mentioned the acoustic instruments, but
yeah.
But is it safe to say this album is kind of a mix of analog meets digital meets?
It's a lot, bro. There's something on the album for everyone, and we really tried to make sure that there was.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, it was also just kind of certifying to the world that I really work with real musicians and I'm really an artist and not just some random rapper or SoundCloud kid per se. Nothing against anyone like that, but I just want to make that known that there's actually talent and I have a love for real music with instruments and everything like that. So incorporating that into the album was
Where do you think your love from music? Did it spawn from anything in particular?
Probably just riding around in the car as a kid with my family. It's so nostalgic to me.
What were the folks listening to?
Blink-182, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, No Doubt, all the Orange County stuff basically.
Do you remember the first rapper that you really gravitated towards?
Not the first, but I remember I really loved 50 Cent and Eminem back in the day when I was little. I was yeah, that was definitely the vibe. I feel like everyone kind of loved them too, though, at that age. And then as I got a little bit older and started skating more is when I got into Wu-Tang, Big L, Boot Camp Click, and more the East Coast boom bap type stuff. And then high school, I started listening to some of the modern day stuff Thug and Future, So I kind of just try and incorporate everything into my music, especially on this album as well. I tried to show all my influences on it.
Features?
Yeah, I got Wiz Khalifa on there. We got Puya on there. Good Charlotte, Goody Grace. Is anyone else forgetting? Blackbear, obviously my boy Blackbear, absolutely smashed the beach ballin' verse. That's one of my favorite verses on the album. And then yeah, we got some surprises coming for the deluxe.
When you're not doing a festival, when you're not doing a show, when you're not in the studio recording a new album in Malibu, looking out at the beach,
Yeah.
when you're not skating, what are some things that you do that maybe some of your fans would be surprised to know that you do?
I try and spend as much time as I can with my family and like my friends in my hometown to stay grounded and not get caught up in this whole lifestyle. I like to play video games, you know what I'm saying? It takes me back to being a kid. Other than that, I feel like everything else people would just already know, you know what I mean?
It sounds like
smoking, having fun, doing this, rolling around the beat. That's all, you know, but
and it sounds to me like I was going to say you have you come from a good foundation.
Yeah, I mean, I came from a crazy foundation, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was what's the term, the way they put it, dysfunctional, amazingly dysfunctional family.
Amazingly dysfunctional family, man. Basically, like, my mom and my dad were the black sheeps of each side of the family. Like, they were the bad ones. And like,
they
the rest
connected.
Yeah, of course they did. Man, they made me too. Crazy. I don't know how that worked, but
they made young Pitch.
Yeah, but no, the rest of my family besides my mom and dad are like super supportive. Always been there for me and like helped stir me in the right path. And my grandpa, before he passed away, like raised me the right way when I was really young. You know, treat people the way you want to be treated, and just like be appreciative of everything you have, and whatever you don't have, work for it. So I kind of just tried to take that with me as long as I could.
As you should. What's some of the goals for 2020? We're getting this album right now.
And I'm trying to make this the biggest year of my life. I'm trying to do the come up year all over again. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do everything. Everything that I possibly can.
What feel like you got to do to make this that come up year all over again?
I mean, I'm already started at it. Finally got the album out. I'm going to have new music released all year. No one's holding me back from releasing music. I got a tour coming up, my own headlining tour. I'll probably jump on another tour before the end of the year. I would love to see Europe again this year if possible.
Nice.
But
so you already been out there?
Yeah, I went out to Europe with G-Eazy. Like, after I did my first headlining tour, we did like 22 countries in like a month and a half or something. That was probably like the best experience of my life. And since then, people have been asking me, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? So hopefully this year.
Yeah, man, it's nothing like traveling, man. It just is. Your mind just opens up.
Yeah, you learn so much. It's like going to college, but like you learn a bunch in a quarter of the time.
Traveling to me is better than college.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was funny. I was having lunch with my boy earlier today, and a business colleague of mine, and he was telling me how he thought that college is a waste of money.
Yeah.
And for some people it is. It depends on what your goals are.
Yeah, if you already know what you're gonna do. I feel like it's also
if you're trying to be a doctor, I want you to go to college.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's also kind of just if you don't know what you're gonna do, it's good to just be training your brain or like putting yourself out there doing something productive. That's why like I didn't necessarily know what I was gonna do after I graduated high school, but like I was just trying to keep my grandma off my back and like do something. I got financial aid too. That's why I really went. But that's why I went to college for like a semester and a half or something like that, just to keep me busy, man. Because if I wasn't going to school right then and there, I would have just been living the high school life without having school. If you know what I'm saying, just all over the place. But no, luckily I found myself in music kind of quickly after I graduated and was able to just like put it all into music. But yeah, it's a crazy time, bro. I kind of feel bad for a lot of the kids that have to like take that student loan and go into debt to go to college and then graduate and still not know what they're going to do. So I'm very blessed to be able to have music there for me.
Yeah, I think I saw Eddie Murphy. Actually, it was last night. It was an Instagram post, or maybe it was this morning. And Eddie Murphy was talking about how he can't understand how people try to do things that they know in their heart is really not for them, and that, you should follow and how the feeling you have about what it is you want to do. And he said he sees how some people have a backup plan. Yeah. And he says, when you have a backup plan, you're not putting yourself in a position to give 110% to your dream plan.
Yeah, what you have to do if that's what you want to happen.
You're falling back. You're falling back on your backup plan.
Yeah.
So you got to just go in 110%. I always use the example. If you want to be a football player, sleep on the football field.
Yeah.
And it seems like, you've slept on the beach, in the studio.
Man, I slept in the studio. I slept in Sam's studio for like 7 months working on my first project. But I think a lot of that comes from fear. I think a lot of people are, especially nowadays, because everything's like out there on social media and everyone sees everything that you do. People are just scared to fail. You know what I'm saying? And I think that like that's something that's like will hold you back forever. You can't be scared to fail. You got to be ready to fail.
Yes.
Excited to fail. Like, and that's the thing. People are just so afraid that they're gonna fail at something that they need a backup plan. Well, you're already failing at planning because you're not even planning to get where you need to be at. You know what I'm saying? So. And, like, at the end of the day, like, with risk comes reward. You know what I mean? Which is, like, says it all in itself. If you don't take no risk, then your reward's only going to be so much. If you only put in so much work, then, like, you can't expect to be where someone else is going to be at. You know what I'm saying?
The counselor up in here preaching.
I only be speaking like this. I feel like in interviews, everyone would be like, man, I didn't know you were, like, so well-spoken and, like, smart. I'd be like, my bad, bro.
Hey.
I don't talk that much.
You're nailing it. And I've always said failure is the beginning, is the first step of success. It's the
100%.
beginning of success because you got to fail to succeed.
100%.
If you don't fail, you don't know what things that you need to improve on to be better and to be great.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I say you nailed it, because people are scared to fail.
100%. I'm still failing today. Not like that, but like, I still try things and fail. Like last year went through a whole thing with the label situation. That was a fail to me, but I learned, and now I'm a better person and a smarter person, and it's like I'm grateful for that.
When you stop failing, you stop learning, you stop growing.
Absolutely.
And that's your achievements kind of stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing that you know that you seem like you got it together, man. And I wish nothing but the best for you as always.
Thanks, my brother.
Beach Ballin' comes out Friday.
Last Friday it came out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all good, bro.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah,
it just came out.
Single came out last Friday. Album comes out this Friday. Out now.
Beach Ballin' is out right now.
Yep, going crazy.
Can't wait to hear the songs with Blackbear and Wiz.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite artists.
Back to the beach this Friday.
Man.
I can't wait either, man. It's been a long time coming.
Congrats to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Congrats to your team, man. I mess with the homies, man. You got a good squad, bro.
I gotta give it all to the team, man. Nothing's possible by yourself. You know what I mean? So, for anyone listening, get a good team out there before you jump into this music industry. Otherwise, it's a wrap for you.
Did I ever ask you how you came up with the name Young Pinch?
Probably. I mean, I feel like I've got asked in every interview, but it's when I was a freshman, I was kicking it with like all seniors and older kids, so I was like way smaller than everyone. And we smoked a blunt, and I'd pinch it at the end. They'd be like, oh, Young Pinch, you pinched the blunt. Like, you hit it more times than I hit it. It's because I was smaller. My hands be smaller. I hated it at first.
You had your own little roach clip with your fingers.
Pretty much, bro. Yeah, for real. Because everyone's all big and just, like, about to graduate. And I'm just, like, fresh out of middle school. Like, oh, pass the blunt.
They're like, hey, homie, can you hold this roach for me one time?
Yeah, so bro. Funniest story, though. Because, like, you know how it is in high school. Like, 10 friends smoke one blunt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they would get mad at me because I got to hit it more than they did. Because I hit it while I was coming. And then be like, oh, you done with it? All right. That's how it started. But at the beginning, I hated it so much. Like, I went back to school, and, like, kids my age and stuff would, like, call me it, like, pinch or whatever. And I fought, like, 2-3 kids, swear. And then finally it stuck, and then I was just like, all right, like, yeah, I'm going to pinch a girl butt. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, ran with it. And then now here I am today, Young Pinch at Power 106 with DJ Felly Fell. Back to the beach, dropping this Friday. Let's go.
Man, yo, as always, brother, nothing but the most amazingness and happy times and vibes for you, and I can't wait to sit and listen to the whole album, Beach Ballin'.
Thank you, my bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Man, I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.